Hello, story lovers. Doctors never thought Chelsea and Nick Torres' twins had a fighting chance. In fact, they advised the couple to terminate the pregnancy when they realized the girls were conjoined. But when Chelsea delivered a healthy pair of girls, they defied the odds, and they continued to do just that. In June 2016, Chelsea found out that she was pregnant with twins. She and her husband, Nick, were no strangers to parenthood. In fact, they already had a son, Jason, whose third birthday they'd celebrate a few days after finding out the news. But 5 weeks into Chelsea's pregnancy, she started to get cramps. Her doctors performed an ultrasound and told a 22-year-old mom of one that she was having a miscarriage. "I left in tears," she wrote on her GoFundMe page. With more analysis, doctors determined that Chelsea's unborn babies had landed too close to her cervix, which would cause the pregnancy to end. "I waited for a miscarriage," she wrote. But by the time she hit 8 weeks, it still hadn't happened. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. So Chelsea traveled to a new clinic, where a second ultrasound revealed the unexpected, a heartbeat. "I cried in excitement and told the tech I was crying because I was happy," she wrote. The 22-year-old's joy distracted her enough that she didn't pay much attention to the babies on the screen. When a doctor came in and began asking Chelsea questions, she wrote that she knew something was wrong. After the inquiry, the doctor let the mom-to-be know that the twins in her womb were conjoined. "It was a blur after that," Chelsea wrote. "One in some between 49 and 189,000 births result in conjoined twins. Although the phenomenon inexplicably occurs more commonly in Africa and Southwest Asia, about 50% of all conjoined babies arrive stillborn, while 1/3 pass away in under 24 hours of birth. I felt that if they were still fighting and wanted to be here, that I should still fight for them as well." Chelsea's doctor told her she shouldn't have to worry about either scenario, though. "You'll miscarry soon," she recalled him saying. After that, the 22-year-old once again sought another opinion. She saw a doctor who provided her with multiple options, including terminating the pregnancy. "At the very, very beginning, we thought abortion would be the best option. No one wants to, carry the kid for 9 months and just have them die. We didn't really stick with our gut, and here we are." Fortunately, a surgeon consulted with the expectant mom and had a different point of view. According to them, her babies had an up to 30% chance of survival. There was one minor issue, though. The surgeon worked at the Children's Hospital in Texas. The medical center was unfortunately a 25-hour drive from the family's home in Blackfoot, Idaho. So the trio packed up and moved to Houston to be closer to the facility that could help their children. The couple knew their time in Texas wouldn't be brief either. To begin, Chelsea would be delivering babies in the Lone Star State, but they would then all have to stay close to the hospital afterwards, since the babies would need surgery to separate them. First, though, Chelsea needed to have the twins. She admitted she was extremely anxious her whole pregnancy, according to the Mirror. Even her pre-planned C-section made her nervous. Knowing the date they'd be delivered was extremely hard, she said. When that day arrived, January 30th, 2017, Chelsea went into labor and reported that it was bad, but the end result brought her joy. She said, "They did the procedure and it felt really weird. But when the twins were here, I was extremely happy," she recalled. The conjoined twin girls named Carter and Kelly were amazing, according to their mother. Chelsea did, however, have a bit of trepidation when holding them for the first time. "I was nervous because they were so fragile to me," she said. And the twins weren't just fragile. Their bodies were intricately intertwined, too. Carter and Kelly's torsos came together at the abdomen, so the sisters had one pair of legs. From the waist down, they shared a single set of organs. This part's calculus parts quarters their blood supply clashes together like two waves into one body. They have separate hearts, separate stomachs, separate heads, of course. In spite of their unique appearance, though, doctors gave Chelsea and Nick some shocking news. The girls have a much better life expectancy than if they had been separated. Developmentally, they're meeting all of their cognitive milestones. They're meeting all of their social milestones. It's just keeping up and figuring how to get around that's going to be the biggest thing holding them back. Instead, the family eventually packed up their things in Texas. They then drove home to Idaho with their new babies in tow and with no plans to return to the hospital. Me as a mother, I can't separate them. What parent doesn't want their kids to be happy? I want them to realize that even though they are together, that they can do things other people can do. Everyday tasks such as car rides, though, were monumental to the new parents, according to the Houston Chronicle. Everyone in our hometown is supportive and knows our story. We get some people who stare, and we get some people who say they've been following our journey, Chelsea explained. And as Carter and Kelly approached their second birthday in 2019, they continue to grow into happy, healthy toddlers. Did you like the story? Check out our channel for more.